Hi Legendary Commanders, today's video is extra special because we are celebrating the official release of our beloved game. War Legends is now available on both the App Store and Google Play Store. And if you are new to the game and looking for a beginner's guide, then you are in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through how I play War Legends, sharing my strategies and gameplay so you can get a feel for both factions. You'll see what it's like to play as the Dark Legion and the Light faction, including their strengths, unique playstyles, and what makes each one fun to play. By the end of this video, you'll have a better idea of which factions fits your own playstyle. So, will you fight for the Dark Legion or will you stand with the Light faction? For both factions are powerful, they just shine in different ways. So, let's get started. So let me first show you how I play as the Light faction. So most of my game I always go for the Dwarven technology. It means I always go for Warsmiths, and behind my mind I always hope for a faster game because I don't want the game to go for the mid game or for the late game. I wanted to end it fast because if it reach late game I have to transition from Warsmith to other tanky units. Because your opponent, especially if they are going for Dark Legion, you really need some tanky units there and at the same time with a higher damage output. But yeah, before we focus on that, let me just show you on how I start my game because this will be your foundation. This is where you control your resources, and as you can see there, first thing that you would like to do is hire a lot of workers so you can gather more resources on the map. But be mindful not putting your workers on the mine because as you can see there are already 4 workers working on it. So what you would like to do is to hire or train workers to gather woods for you because there is only one worker who is gathering woods for you at the start of the game. So that is the part where you have to focus, and especially if the citadel or the castle is too far to the woods, you really need to build first the sawmill so they can gather faster because they don't have to travel such distance just to deliver those woods to your castle or citadel. Having the sawmill will cut that distance and you can gather more woods efficiently. And there you go, as you can see, after I build my sawmill, I go for farm. So what does it do is it increases the food capacity. It means I can hire a lot of units more. So I can hire more fighting units such as footmen or swordsmen, archers or warsmith. And it is really crucial. The numbers of your fighting units are really crucial whenever you are having a fight. And after having sawmill and farm, I did go for the barracks. So lastly, barracks of course, so I can train my fighting units. And as you can see, I am already doing that, training my swordsmen. And after that, I go for the Dwarven Forge, so I can transition from swordsman to warsmith. And after building warsmith, I did go for my second barrack, so I can spam warsmith so I can produce them faster than usual. And there you go. Every time that you upgrade your castle, you will be able to have another farm which will increase your food capacity. It means that you can train more fighting units on your side. So you can outnumber your opponent, or you can use a higher tier of units to defeat your opponent. But yeah, that's how I start my game always. And as you can see, after training my swordsmen, I did instructed them to go to some places such as this watchtower, hoping to claim it so I can have an extended vision on the map. So if there are like any plans of my enemy of attacking me to this side, I will be able to see them, and I will be able to prepare for that siege. But yeah, let's focus now on the first thing that I do after having my first fighting unit, which is to spy on the base of my enemy. So what is the importance of doing this is that aside from knowing the base outline or template of your opponent, you will also be able to gather information what kind of army composition that they will be going for. For example, if I see there that there's a totem of orcs, as you can see on the screen, then my opponent would more likely go for orcish technology. So we will be able to see warg riders, axe masters, and for a primary hero, we can predict that his first hero will be Gromp. So by having those information, we can definitely predict what kind of army composition that he will be creating, and by doing that we can counter it with the army that we will be producing. Well, in this case, since he is going for the orcish technology, it is really perfect for us to have a warsmith, because goons are really stronger against these orcs because of the first, the AoE, second, the tankiness. And as you can see, my first hero here is Baron. And as you can see, I was able to wipe out the entire army of my opponent right here, fighting for that one treasure chest because he just attempted to get it. And also, as a light faction, one of the thing that I always do, or at least I need to have, it's like my bread and butter, is the healers. It came from the Elven technology. You have to build the sanctuary. It's like the glowing ball. So yeah, the name of that structure is the sanctuary. So I really need to have those healers to sustain my army, so I don't have to wait for a minute just to fully heal my entire units. And just to add, one of the benefits of having a healer is that even in the midst of battle, these healers can heal your units, so it's like having an extra health percentage while you are in the battlefield. So it's more likely having a higher rate of survivability. So healers are really important in the light faction. And if there is one thing that I don't like playing whenever I'm going for the Dwarven technology, is that warsmiths are really slow, so they cannot respond to any siege that quick, or they cannot outrun foxes or even just guardsmen or even a goon. They cannot outrun them. So but you can tell that they are really tanky and that cope up with it. But yeah, if you really need to do a tactical retreat, well, some of your warsmith will receive a ton of damage from your opponent. And that is the only thing that I don't like whenever I'm playing a mass warsmith. And since we are now entering the mid game, I really need to upgrade or at least have a higher tier units from my army. So that is why I'm upgrading my Dwarven Forge and my barracks, for me to have at least a sniper, so I can have an anti-air if in any case my opponent go for balloons. or aeronaut, at least I have snipers that can take them down. And snipers are really good against tanky units such as Gilberts, Ether, or even drills, because they have a bursting damage. Although they have a really good damage, they are slow when attacking, but I think that is alright because they really provide a massive damage that can kill a unit. So also snipers are really good against buildings or structures. They can also burst the health percentage of those structures. So even though I don't have any ballistas, I can use my snipers to snipe on those buildings and destroy them, especially when my opponent have like defensive structures such as the Tower of Dark Magic or Tower of Light Magic or Napalm Tower. I always use my snipers because they do also have a long range attack.
Let's roll. The eel's waiting.
And as you can see, I don't usually go for any fights if it is not necessarily needed. So as you can see, the only time that I go for a fight whenever we are fighting for a objective. And what objective that is? Well, it is the treasure chest or even a watchtower if I see it as a crucial factor for my victory. So it is up to you on how you actually strategize, but yeah, treasure chests are really important that you must fight your opponent for. But of course, you need to analyze everything at not all the time not all the time you have to fight your opponent, especially if you know that your opponent is stronger than you. You need to strategize carefully on how will you be taking advantage of that. And of course, if you are up against with a higher player or stronger players, you need to use your scrolls. So that being said, you need to claim the mana well on the map so you can regain mana and you can spam your scroll on the map, especially those weakening scrolls or damage scrolls. So in the light faction, we have the freeze and also the meteorite that can deal a massive damage from your enemy or to your enemy, especially if they are using catapults. You can definitely use your meteorite to kill those or take down those catapult with just one shot. And as you can see at this point, I was able to have a benefit with that watchtower. Without it, I will not be informed that my opponent is actually targeting my base with his bombers. But since I was informed that he is trying to destroy my base with bombers, I was able to prepare for it, and actually I will be using one of my scroll, which is to strengthen the structures that I have, which it is called as fortification. So at this moment, while my units are fighting the units of my opponent, I'm on my base and just waiting for the bombers to attack and deploying the scroll. And by doing that, I was able to avoid having a casualty on my base, and I can now just focus on destroying my opponent. And by doing that, I was able to secure my victory. So that is one of the things that I do whenever I'm playing as the light faction. But I can assure you there are a lot of ways that you can play as the light faction. There are a lot of army compositions that you can experiment so you can have your own victory. If there is one thing that I can give to you as an advice, that is to play what works for you, because what works for me doesn't mean it will work for you, because we have a different way of thinking, different minds, different point of views, so different play styles. So it is really important for you to do what works for you and what feels right for you. Okay, so alright, so let us now proceed on to our next battle. And for this battle, we will be playing as the Dark Legion faction. So my first faction actually is the Dark Legion, and then I just switch to light faction. It is not because of a strength factor, it is just a aesthetic factor. I like or I love how the light faction looks like, especially the base. But whenever I'm playing the Dark Legion faction, it seems that everything is a mess, and I understand that because they are the Dark Legion. But yeah, that is the reason for switching side. And as you can see here, even in Dark Legion, I started my game with my first structure, which is a sawmill, because woods are really crucial on your early game, because these are going to determine if you are going to delay your production of fighting units or having your heroes. So having a lot of woods will really help you getting to your feet. And as you can see there, after having a sawmill, I did go for farm or the pigsty so I can increase the food capacity. So in the dark faction, we have pigsty, and for the light faction, we have the farm, so you can increase your food capacity. And after having your pigsty, I go for the barracks so I can train my first fighting unit. Also, so I can scout my opponent's base. So if there's one thing that I can say that will put some difference from playing as the light faction from the dark faction, that is whenever I'm playing as the dark faction, it's like playing a chill game, relaxing and calm game. But it is not always, but most of the time, especially if I'm just up against with a casual player. But even though I'm up against with a competitive player, it is much easier to win with Dark Legion faction. But yeah, it depends on the situation. But whenever I'm playing as the light faction, I'm really stressed out because I really need to consider a lot of things, because in the Dark Legion faction, even you are in the tier 1 phase, you can already have an anti-aerial unit, which are the skeleton archers. They are really perfect for helicopters, aeronauts from the early game. So for example, your opponent did go for a massive helicopters, then you can go for massive skeleton archers. And that's a really great thing to have. Meanwhile, in the light faction, even though you are just in tier 1 phase, you don't have any aerial units that can take down those helicopters or aeronaut. You need to rush for the elven tree. So that is really important. That gives the importance of scouting your opponent's base, especially if you are in the light faction, because you have to consider your opponent's choice of army so you can counter them. So more likely, as playing as a light faction, it's more on a counter moves. Meanwhile, the dark faction, it is more on dictating what will be the first move of the light faction, because the dark faction can go for a massive aeronaut. Meanwhile, the light faction doesn't have any aerial or anti-aerial units aside from Baron. So that's how I see it, that is how I perceive it. But that is also why I kept on scouting my opponents and trying to distract them with my one scout, so they can have like a delay on their end. Meanwhile, I'm preparing for the anti-units or anti-aerial units on my side.
Our forces are under attack. Resources collected. Our forces are under attack.
And by the way, just would like to inform you that Ether is a really slow runner in this game. So whenever you are attacking your opponent, make sure that Ether is going there first. You don't want your skeleton archers to be tanking the to be tanking the opponent's units. So what you would like to happen is that to put the Ether in the front of your entire army and make sure that he is the one who is tanking. And if in any case the units of your opponent did ignore your Ether, make sure to use his skill just to push them back or at least scatter them so they cannot target lock your any of your units.
Construction complete! Upgrade complete! Enemy detected!
And also just to tell you that having the higher place of ground will give you also a benefit because your opponent cannot see that higher ground unless they already step on it. So at this point I was able to scatter the skeleton archers of my opponent and was able to stun the Ether of my opponent because that is also the part of the skill of Ether. If they are the heavy units, they can be stunned, or if they are not a heavy unit, they will like be pushed around by Ether. And as you can see right there, I'm utilizing my skeleton archers to target lock. I'm not just letting them to hit Ether because Ether is a tank, so that is his purpose. So what I'm doing here while he is stunning my Ether, I'm making sure that I'm target locking to his units, killing his units one by one. So that's how I was able to wipe out his entire army. And there you go, having a lot of skeleton archers on my side will give me an advantage. So at this point I'm not just going for the quality of units that I have. I'm also aiming for the quantity so I can grab the victory on my side. And that's one of the way that I play as the Dark Legion faction. Now let us now proceed with the next one. So at this part, I'll be also playing as the Dark Legion and will be showing you other way that I do to win as the Dark Legion. So for this game, I'll be starting my early game on usual. I'll be having my sawmill, farm or pigsty, and then I'll be going for my barracks. But this time, I'll be not using any undead technologies. Rather, I'll be utilizing the Orcish and Goblin technologies. So you will be able to see me using goons, warg riders, axemen, and aeronauts on the battlefield. Also, I'll be using Grok as my primary hero. So I'll be not building my undead obelisk, and I'll be just ignoring that structure and then going straight to upgrade my citadel so I can have my totem of orcs so I can produce more orcish race.
Construction complete! Construction complete!
And since we are playing here on a huge map, having this a watchtower on our side will help us greatly, especially if our enemy is doing any expansion, that is by building another base or citadel or castle on a gold mine outside of their base, we can definitely see them because those watchtower are just near to these expansion sites. So if they are going for that, then we can prevent them because we have a vision to that area. So it's like gathering information is really crucial in this game. Knowing what your opponent is doing is crucial for you to be able to do a counter move so you can prevent their plan. And also to add on that, aside from gathering information, getting these objectives, the manual, the watchtowers will help you to win the game, not by having just advantage against your opponent. Rather, if for example your opponent and you are equal, you cannot penetrate his base or cannot do a proper siege to his base, then you reach around 60 minutes, the winner, the terminator of your victory will be the activity that you are doing while in the game or in the battle, and that is occupying who occupied the objectives longer, like the watchtowers manual and doing a siege or attacking the base, and whenever you are destroying their structures.
Our forces are under attack.
That way. Okay. Not a problem. What did you say? Yep.
Now the orcs. Obey or die.
Who is the enemy? Yeah.
Our forces are under attack. Chest burst.
What did you say?
Construction complete.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Time to kill. Yeah. Army limit reached. Here my word is law. The point is captured. What? Our forces are under attack. War is inevitable. War is my path. Our forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Enemy detected. Construction complete. The point is captured. Grok. The point is lost. The air reeks of battle. Construction complete. Time to crush.
Orcs listening.
Upgrade complete. No.
Fire up the burner, I mean.
What? Make way. Huh? Yeah. Upgrade complete. Lord's hungry. At full pace. Yes. Blood. The point is captured. point is lost. An order? What? Who dies first? Speak. Upgrade complete. Construction complete. Grok. Got it. I'll smite you. Beast pack. Bloodlust. Follow the scent. The point is captured. Bow your head. Listening, master. Good job. War is inevitable. Upgrade complete. War is my path. Enemy detected.
The higher the better. Have fun!
No one will stand against me. Don't fall behind. Chest mount. Our forces are under attack. Tired of waiting. Noctu, Noctu. Resources collected. Plans. Upgrade complete.
And there you go. And by the way, I just would like to inform you that even though you are in the battlefield, make sure that you are also taking care of your base, upgrading, building specific structures that will help your units, especially pigsty that can increase your food capacity, so you can have more units in the battleground. And as you can see right here, I use my slave to build the napalm tower in his base for an extra firepower, and that's how I will be able to win this game, by having a higher tier of units, having warg riders and aeronauts on the battlefield instead of just relying on the quantity. Because remember, if you are up against with a smarter opponent, they will be using bombers on your mass skeleton archers, and yeah, it's not always working, but the element of surprise is the really the key for winning here, and also gathering information against your opponent. And yeah, that is how I win my second battle as the Dark Legion faction. And now let us proceed on my last battle, or my last fight for this video, and I'll be showing you on how I win as the Light faction to this video, aside from using dwarven technology here.
Not enough gold. Give me the job. Work and move. Over here, master. To make it to the weekend. Work and move. Construction complete. Let's get to work. Employee of the month. Yes. Workers here. Construction complete. Give me the job. Construction complete. Got it.
the way!
Upgrade complete. Construction complete.
Heroic deeds await. Orders? Affirmative. In formation!
Enemy
Ready for
detected.
battle.
Our forces are under attack.
Battle spirit! Got it!
The point is captured. Not enough mana.
Awaiting orders! Command! Yes! Yes, my
Our
lord!
forces are under attack.
Heroic deeds await. Orders? Heroic
Construction
deeds await.
complete. The point is captured.
On my way. Yes. Yes. Almost there.
Construction complete.
In formation.
Construction complete.
Sir, yes, sir. Ready and steady. In a flash. In formation. Ready and steady. Heroic deeds await.
Not enough gold.
Gold for a night. My blade awaits. Yes. Forward
Enemy
march.
detected. Chest bound. Our forces are under attack. Not enough gold.
Ready for battle.
Resources collected.
Command. At a run. Heroic deeds await.
Our forces are under attack.
Steel and order.
Sacred Crusade begins. I'm listening. The way is clear.
Our forces are under attack.
Do you need my help? I stand ready to serve.
Enemy detected.
Faith is my choice.
Whoa, listening. Yes, my lord.
Our forces are under attack. Construction complete.
I will protect you. Over there.
Upgrade complete.
The time has come.
Our forces are under attack. Our base is
Righteous
under
path.
attack.
Duty
Whoa,
above
listening.
all.
Construction complete. Yes. Our base is under attack. Enemy detected. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
My duty is far from over. The light chose me. Yes.
Our forces are under attack.
Into battle.
For the crown.
I
Building destroyed. Enemy detected. Upgrade complete.
Well, get through.
My duty is far from over. The darkness will not break us.
Resources collected.
As the light commands, I dare not delay. Without a doubt. Forward with faith. Cast aside your doubts.
Upgrade complete.
As I predicted. To the noble goal.
Enemy detected. Our forces are under attack. Construction complete. Upgrade complete.
Faith is my shield. The light guides me.
Construction complete. Our forces are under attack. Our base is under attack.
Right idea.
Order served. Chest found. Our forces are under attack.
The light walks with me.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Enemy detected.
The darkness
Our base is
will
under
not
attack.
break us. I won't fall.
Upgrade complete.
I dare not delay.
Our forces are under attack.
Yes. Faith is my shield. The light chose me.
Attacking.
I stand ready to serve.
Fire this. Enemy detected.
I stand
And that is the end of this video, and I hope that you loved it. I hope that you can share and like and subscribe to my channel, especially if you are new to War Legends, and don't forget to check out my other videos. Goodbye!